everyone, and welcome to fashion class with me, Tolumi Abiola. In the previous video that I put up, I started with teaching you how you can cut a tube top with Ankara, and then we're putting lining in the top. And then in the first part I showed you how you can cut the back. So this is the second part. I want to show you how you can cut the front of the tube. We are already in the process, and we've done some work. So if you're just watching the video, you're just joining us on this video, you may need to go back and watch the first one so you can understand where we stopped, where we left off, and then you can join us on this. So yeah, this is the second part of the video, and I'm showing you how you can do this front. So so far we shaped the sides, we shaped the lower part, we marked the armhole point, which is here. So what we want to do now is just put the dart in between and shape the neck. Now we're going to do the dart first. We're going to fold first. And how do we fold? So you're going to fold this over. Now that's where your bust point measurement come in. Mine was 8. I measured 8. So you're going to fold in about 5 inches. So you're going to do your bust point measurement divided by 2 plus 1. So mine was 8 divided by 2, which was 4. Then I added 1 to it, which made it 5. So I'm going to fold my fabric over by 5 inches like this. Now it may be tricky because we shape the side, so it may be difficult to get a straight edge because you shape. That's why I usually just don't shape the neck until I've done the folding over, and so I can use this upper part because it's still straight to know if I am folding straight or not. And another way, just to measure 5 inches all around. So if you measure this, it's not up to 5 inches, so you need to refold. So go 5, up go 5, up go 5, up go 5. So I've got 5 everywhere. So now I can shape it. So remember, we started at 6. 6 to 14 is the under bust. 6 to 17 is the waist. So and 6 to 11.5 is the bust point. So what do? On the waist we're going to measure half inch on the waist. Now on the under bust you're going to measure 3/4, and then the shaping is going to come from here, which is the bust point. The bust point is usually like the widest part of it's usually like the most prominent part of the curve of the bust. So I'm gonna start from around here. You may start from about like half inch lower if you want. Join it to the 3/4 mark here. Join it to the half here, and then from the half take it down all the way. Yeah, and then at the upper part, I'm gonna take in 1 inch at the upper part. So upper part I take in 1 inch, and then I just go over to join it to this. So I joined it to this, and then I'm going to shape. So what I did, I measured. I'm going to go over it again. We started from 6, just like we explained in the previous video. So from 6 I measured my length bust point, which was 11.5, and then I marked this. Then I measured the under bust, then I measured the waist, and then that was what I did. And then on the waist I measured half, which is for the dart. On the under bust I measured 3/4, and then I joined the bust point to the 3/4 and then to the half, and then all the way down, and then I measured 1 inch up here, and then all the way I shaped. So now I'm gonna cut. So if you notice, I always just cut this part straight first, and then I start. This is like, it's just like a gradual slope, the dart. It's just progressive. So it starts from really tiny, then it gets to the half, and it gets to the 3/4, and then really tiny to the upper bust, and then same thing here. We're holding 1 inch here, 1 inch here, 1 inch here. Okay, yes, so we're done. I'm going to shape this place now for the sweetheart neckline. We started from 6. Our neckline is actually 8, but we're adding 1 inch, for we're adding 1 inch for the allowance. So I'm going to mark it here at 8 instead of 9. So my shaping is going to come from here to this, and then this so I'm going to shape the middle first. Shape it to go here. This middle part is the most prominent part of my cuff. I can open it now, and then I shape the armhole this way, this way, this way, and this way. So now I have got my tube top. So this is it. I can open the middle just to show you. So this is the middle part, this is the side part, and this is the other side part. So we are done cutting the front of the tube. We cut the back of the tube as well, which we have here. So we're going to proceed to sewing the tube top now. So that is it. I am going to show you the process of sewing it. The first thing to do when you want to sew it is to put stay. That's the first thing you need to do. Stay or interlining or whatever name you're familiar with, it means the same thing. Whatever name you're familiar with, it means the same thing. The interlining is soft. So that's basically how to cut the tube top using the freehand method.